So in one video on how to make what's called Zuppa Pane, which is Italian for bread soup, you make your Italian espresso coffee using the mocha machine. That's mocha with a K, M-O-K-A, or stovetop espresso machine. You brew your coffee. In this case, this is a 12-ounce coffee pot. Obviously, you can use whichever one is amenable to you. You fill it into a bowl. I fill mine about 3/4 of the way up because I fill it with milk, which you'll see soon. That's it. So you do that. Ooh, it's very hot. I literally just brewed it. Excuse me. A little trick I've developed recently is I put another plate underneath it as a catch basin. So as you pour milk in here and you dump the bread in here, should any coffee milk liquid spill over, this plate will catch it, put it in here obviously. And then what I do is after the bread is put on, I take the cup out, the bowl out, put some excess coffee back into on top of the bread, and then throw the excess out into the sink. And that's it. And then I eat it with this on as a catch basin for protection. Then what you do, you get your Italian French loaf bread from your favorite Italian bakery, or any place that makes it. Italian bakery's better. Calabrese, where my family's from. Calabria is where we're from, the very toe of Italy. This is their, I'm going to say this, breakfast food, if you will. Not just breakfast, actually. My grandfather, who lived to be 100, had this even for dinner time with just milk, no coffee. You can also, another iteration of this is you make it just with milk that's been boiled or warmed up. That tastes very good mixed with bread. Oh, it's so nice. My grandfather used to have that by himself as his dinner all the time. He lived to be 100. And to get your French loaf bread, obviously, originally it was up to here. Because that happens every day for breakfast, and you chop it down into with a nice, oops, sorry about that, a nice knife. I love this knife because it fits the bread perfectly. So you just cut it into slice wedges. And then once the wedges are cut, you cut the wedges, the sliced bread wedges, into cubes like this. Just cubes. You just cut up into little square rectangular chunks like this, ready to go, sugar ready, etc. Then you get your milk. Now for milk, you can use any type of milk you want. You can use almond milk, soy milk, regular milk, 2% homo, whatever suits your fancy. I use the 0% and or skim milk, sorry about that. Just pour it in to your taste, your liking, that's good enough. Add your sugar to taste. Stir up. Wash the spoon. And that's it. Put the sugar away. Then effectively what you do is you just put your bread cubes that you just sliced up and generated, you just dunk it into your bowl of coffee and milk. Oops, sorry about that. Just kind of bat it down as you go along to soak it in the coffee. Let the bread absorb the coffee goodness. It's about this stage that I usually make a mess. And just dump it in, keep going. I usually stop until, and you'll know when to stop, because when you can't put enough more bread into it, and it makes a mess. Literally just keep doing this. So anyway, in Calabria, where I'm from, which is a toe of Italy, it's the Capo of Italy that's just right behind Sicily. For lack of a better term, this is what my grandfather, my father described it to me as like peasant food, because Calabria is a poor agricultural region of Italy, and this is what they have. Anything that's from the ground. Peas, beans, bread, stuff like that. The cheap food. So they used to make this over there as sustenance. It's cheap. Anyway, and it's when the Italians immigrated to Canada. We're in Toronto. Back in the 50s and 60s, obviously they brought the traditions with them, this being one of them. So I saw my grandfather eat this when I was a kid, and I've carried this through my whole entire life until now, and I will continue to do this forever. And whenever I travel, I'd make the same thing in hotel rooms, Verbo or Airbnb units that I rent, whatever. You can do this anywhere. Just go to a local supermarket, buy your French Loaf bread, Italian coffee, just replicate it where you go. And as you can see how the catch basin catches the overflow of coffee, of which I made a mess, you see? So that's why I started to do this. I'm almost there. I'm not happy with it. I continue putting bread until I feel I can't squish any more bread in here. That's just how I roll. I'll call this my bread soup challenge for diabetes research, because my mom, God bless her, had passed away on Mother's Day based on complications stemming from diabetes. And then what I do is I'm holding the phone and I'm short of arms here. Move this out of the way. And normally what I do, for example, is you just move this out of the way. Yes, I just dirtied the sink. I'll clean that up afterwards. Just pour a little bit on top of it like that. Soak it up. Throw the rest away. Put the bowl back on top. Clean. I'll clean up more after this. It's just for the video. Clean the little thing there. The excess bread that you don't use, that's cut up into cubes, you just put it back into your bread bag and use it for tomorrow. And you put the unused bread with your bread cubes unused back into the bag. A little trick I use is then you put it into a plastic bag, a normal plastic shopping bag. Close it up and put it in your drawer. And this plastic bag actually keeps the bread soft and moist. It prevents it from hardening exposed to air. It actually keeps it nice and soft and pliable for the next day when you cut it. So that's a little trick too. And that's it. So that's the finished piece. Yum, yum, yum. Trust me, it tastes better than it looks. It's called Zuppa Pane, Z-U-P-P-A. Yes, I said Z, not Z. P-A-N-E, that's pane, Italian for bread. And that's it. Just eat her up, and that's it. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much for listening to me. Thank you. Bye. Ciao. A presto.